Greetings, fellow noobs, and welcome back to NuubCast, where we love StarCraft so much, but we're so bad at it! And we're putting it on display for your viewing pleasure, for your discussion, for our learning endeavors, and our desire to break free of the bonds of noobosity. Anyway, we're here on Jungle Basin. This is my second game in the Reddit.com r StarCraft Bronze Silver King of the Hill. King of the Hill matchup, if you're not familiar with a King of the Hill type of tournament, you just play, you get in line, and it's kind of like, I would equate it to like Quake Arena, where you go in and you play until you die, basically. And then you go back to the back of the line. Except in this case, King of the Hill, the line was very long. It was like 60 players, and we only had time for about 20. I was 19th, and Newbie McNoob was 20th. And he got to play another couple games after this one. Well, not to spoil it for you, but anyway, Newbie McNoob is the January, whatever the date was yesterday, 20-somethingth, something teenth. I don't even know what today's date is. That's where life is right now, kids. Don't even know what day it is. Anyway, we're spawning here in Jungle Basin. Newbie McNoob is the blue Terran here in the bottom right, and I am Blamus, the orange Protoss here in the top left. You watched me beat. If you watched the last video, you watched me win against Tefalion. Yeah, that was his name, Tefalion. In what was a very, very close game. Obviously, both of us were silver players. Lots of mistakes, lots of missed macro, missed micro. But I thought it was a fun game, really, really high energy, really intense, and it was what I think games should be as you're playing. Now, granted, the intensity was kicked up a notch or two because of the fact that it was a quote-unquote tournament. King of the Hill isn't exactly a tournament, but it was live streamed on Justin TV, and we did have 150 viewers or so. So there's that aspect of just a ramped, just a little bit more adrenaline, a little bit more nerves come into play. So decision making can sometimes be weird. But I actually am much more relaxed in this game. I think I play closer to what my normal game looks like. Unfortunately, wasn't quite enough. Newbie McNoob, see, look at this. I've got a assimilator up here, and there's no probes in it. What do you say we put some probes in the gas? You think? Yeah, I was experiencing a tiny bit of lag just in the beginning there. Cleared right up, and it was fine the rest of the time. A great Newbie McNoob does the super early stim. Getting that barracks and factory out. Gonna see some tanks, some bio and tanks, some marauders, lots of marines, few tanks, and I am doing my trusty 3-gate Rubo. And this game, last game, I think came down to just trial and error, getting frustrated, and I think I won just, I think because Tefalion just quit. I think that game probably could have gone on longer. I definitely had an edge in probes and economy at the moment, so maybe I probably would have eventually won. But it's definitely a different case here. I think we're equally. We're doing decently equal in income, and I'm actually ahead for most of the game, I think, in food and army size. But in this game, what you're going to see is decision making, and probably lack of scouting. is the big issues for me. Here is, we have Ghost Academy down. Stim still. Oh, that's right. Stim, I already watched the VOD for this. He actually canceled Stim, got halfway done, and he canceled it by accident, I'm sure, and then started it up again. Or maybe not by accident. Maybe there was something else he wanted to do that was more important. But getting those early upgrades, always a very good thing to do. I've got my Forge coming in so that I can do the same. Got a couple of Immortals out here, a few Stalkers, couple Zealots, getting a decent mix of ground units. No air to speak of yet for Newbie McNoob. And we are rolling at the 8-minute mark of this 1v1. This is, again, the from the SCReddit King of the Hill. And just a whole bunch of fun. I mean, it was really popular. I mean, just so many people signed up this week, more apparently than have ever signed up before. And so, you know, but I definitely would suggest that you get involved because it's just so much fun. I don't think I had as much fun playing in a StarCraft match as we see Newbie McNoob moving out as I did last night playing in these two games. Just super intense, and at the end of these two games I just felt really drained, like I had really left it all out there, so to speak. So are these guys going to attack? Eventually they do move up to the front. And I see them. I saw something. I don't remember what I saw. Maybe I think I saw a splotch of blue from my observer, and I knew they were out there, so I wanted to go out and meet them. I wanted to kill that tank, which I did, and trying to trap these guys with force fields. Not the best force fields in the world. I'm going to chase down these Marines, and I'm going to move into the front of this base. He does have siege already. Okay, and this is going to be a stupid mistake, number one. This is one of the things that I hate most about this map is because of these narrow ramps. First of all, this is terrible. Letting my Stalkers run up. I see what a stupid thing that was, and I just ran up to kill his tanks. I knew I was going to lose guys, but I wanted to kill the tanks. I knew I wasn't going to live, and I knew I was going to lose those guys. I wanted to kill the tanks, and I literally threw that away, and that was not a good trade. Look at the units lost, ridiculously way behind, and that's the first mistake. First big mistake that I made in this matchup that's going to cost me. That is just plain, straight up, stupid gameplay. Understand me, fellow noobs. Don't ever just rush up a ramp when they've got siege tanks like that. That is just retarded. Forgive me if that term offends anyone, but that's what it was. Just mental disability on my part. We have a ghost out. We have no nukes being research. Yeah, that's the word I'm looking for. You gotta research those nukes. I am getting my expansion down, up and running. Not macroing the best, I don't think, in this game. Let's see. Although we are even on the harvesters, we're both on, but he's on one base, I'm on two. Am I making more probes? Not at the moment. Trying to get my robotics bay out so I can make some more, so I can make Colossus. Getting a Twilight Council so I can get higher upgrades. As my level 1 armor is going down at the moment. Very big force coming out for Newbie McNoob. Well, actually lots of bio, only one tank. I don't remember what happens in this battle. We have the Robo Bay finishes. I think I'm getting another observer out. Oh, I see that army. Want to follow it with my observer. Or no, I don't. He's going to come in here, and is he going to stim? I don't know. He doesn't get an EMP off. The ghost is there. I see the ghost with my observer, and I think I go to focus. Yep, focus fire on the ghost, and that actually ends up putting me at a disadvantage. I warp in some zealots here to try and tank some damage, and my Colossus is not even being made yet. What is happening here? I've got money racking up. I am about to drop 4 gateways to increase production. So I'm going to have 7 gateways on 2 bases and a robo. I like it. I think it's definitely enough. I know I'm not going to have enough gas to make a ton of Colossus, so I'm going to be making lots of zealots probably. Well, that's what I'd normally be doing anyway. Dropped a couple of cannons when I thought maybe Banshees would be coming at this point. But it was the ghosts, so glad that I had those down. And Newbie McNoob going back to reload. Quite a force coming out here. And when he moves out again, Planetary Fortress down here, we will see mistake number 2. We are getting the first Colossus out. We're researching that thermal lance and the Mobius reactor going down for those ghosts to have more EMP damage, which I'm guessing is why he has the ghosts. I didn't see. Oh, okay, yeah. We do have a nuke in the queue, however, so that should be fun. I have observers here and here, but nothing observing his base because I'm an idiot. I should have at least one observer right out here. This is a sizable force moving out. We've got 1 Colossus coming out and maybe 1 more coming out. At this point, I'm thinking, okay, I need to take a 3rd base. It's time for me to take a 3rd. Just food blocking myself yet again. And so I can't warp in any guys, even though I got all these warp gates and a good bit of money. Trying to chrono boost out my upgrades, and I'm coming out here to guard this, to take the 3rd base. My Colossus get out front. I don't scout, and he stims and quickly takes down my 2 Colossus. And for me, this is pretty much the end of the game. Losing those Colossus was just so detrimental. I even had these observers out here, and I didn't. I don't even know how to talk about it. I didn't. I don't know. I saw them coming. But I wanted to get my army out there to meet them, but oh man, the Colossus coming up the ramp, I didn't take that into account in the unit movement. So yeah, so here is pretty much pwnage. Vikings out for more Colossus, which are not going to come. Warping in some zealots, which he's going to be able to make quick work of just by kiting them. And it's pretty good unit movement for Newbie McNoob. I was pretty impressed with his micro. I thought he did really good. And he's just going to walk in here, and it's going to be the end of it, really. I'm not going to be able to clean this up anymore. And even though his guys are down to like 0 health, I've got a GG. And I honestly believe that it was that one moment right here when the Colossus went up the ramp while the army was going around. If I had kept the Colossus in the back, I don't even think they got a shot off, maybe 1 or 2 at most. If I had kept them in the back and kept them alive, I think that battle goes different. The game completely sways in the other direction, and I'd probably end up winning. But it was not to be, because I am a super noob and I forget how to micro. But that's what we do here. Had a blast. Thanks to Reddit for just having things like this. This is such Reddit. The StarCraft community on Reddit.com is off the hook. So if you're not a part of it, you should go and check it out because they are really great. Them, Team Liquid, Ghost of Gamers, all these guys. You should definitely dive in and check them out. Until next time, keep climbing that ladder.